start streaming, and hopefully it goes live immediately. Where is my video? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, nice. Alright. Welcome, everybody, to Champions of the Colossus. This is episode 23B, and we are with the Chaos Goblins today. It is going to be the 10th of Heatswrath 450 AD at 7:25 AM with torrential rains as the weather report, but I distinctly remember Nick and Jacob, who is not here right now, saying that they wanted to talk to some people or investigate while the others were out, so I'm gonna let them do their thing, and then we'll go back to the next morning. But what happened last time? Our Chaos Goblins saved the day using a really, really gross scroll to induce vomiting in Athil and Gwenwynwyn. After this seemingly traumatic event, the group recognized that the bread gifted to them by Ferric was poisoned with Succulation, a hallucinogen brewed typically from the flesh of cactus dryads. Post-incident, Ulfryk's mother came in and offered everyone a bath and a place to stay for the night. During the evening, Lorelei and Gwen went on a stroll in the black market, which surprisingly was much more organized and grand than the two intended. Posed in the masked identity of the white dove and a black crow, the two browsed the various tents, posted in a district of town only accessible through a portal. Meeting a drug expert, totally not a drug dealer, the two realized that the poison might have been purchased from this exact market. Upon doing more digging, they came across a shop that held a strange orb that was said to be searing hot. Ignoring the absurd prices, Lorelei snatched up a soul gem, I think, or was it the light?
It was a soul gem.
Okay.
Although I didn't write it down, so I should do that.
Yeah, you didn't write it down. I was looking at it, I was like, she snatched one of them, I just forget which one. And the two made their way to the exit. They pickpocketed from a group of 3 Aarakocra masked and black ring wearing individuals. Inside, a note that says, "Get Vulcan's orb, market stall 15BA, Goblin, Jio Gallows." The two exit, appearing in a different area from where they entered, and make it back without being noticed, they think. And I will activate Hammer Hand. Boom. Leave off at the Hammer Hand estate whenever it decides to load for me, thank you. Whee! Alright, the way this is situated, Gwenwynwyn and Lorelei, you guys are currently outside. That just indicates that you guys are still at the market. So we're just going to zoom in on Ulfryk, who is, in a guest room. Since Everett's player is not here, Everett's just going to be setting up a little makeshift bedding area over by the couch here. And Ulfryk, is there anything you want to do tonight?
Alright. I believe that the objective was to find out if we've had any visitors recently. I think that's what Lorelei messaged me asking.
Yep.
So, I'd like to ask around to see if there have been any visitors to the estate recently. I would probably ask Mother.
Alright. You know where your mom's room is. You walk up the stairs, go down a couple of windy hallways, and eventually make it to the master bedroom, which your mother and father typically reside. And the door is closed, but you can see light coming out from underneath the gap at the bottom of the door.
Knock, knock, knock.
Alright. You hear a quiet... Oh, 1 minute. And you hear a shuffling of fabric as well as what sounds like a little clap of a book.
Uh-oh.
And... And the door starts to creak open, and out steps your mother, clad in like typical pajamas. Her hair's up in those little rollers that you typically see in the old people wear.
Yep.
And she smiles when she sees you and says, "Oh, yes. What is it, honey?"
Very quick question. Have you had any visitors in the last week?
She kind of furrows her brow a bit, and just goes, "Well, yes. Your father gets many visitors. He's a hard-working man. Are you talking like
Out of town.
Oh, out-of-town visitors? And she thinks for a moment. Give me 1 second as I look up a thing.
She thinks to herself, how did that meteor swarm spell go again?
How did the what?
Don't worry about it.
She kind of like scratches her chin a little bit, and she thinks, I mean, occasionally, your father gets out-of-town visitors from some local clan leaders. I think a couple weeks ago, we had the... Oh, what was his name? Yes, the Brightblade. The Duke, yes. From Willowdale. He came and talked some business with your dad, but it only lasted a couple moments, and then he was off going down to... Sorry, my memory's a bit cloudy. Is that what you're thinking? Otherwise, we've had no out-of-town guests that aren't, other clan leaders.
Not within the last week, then.
No, not within the last week. I just realized they all have southern accents.
Alright. That's the only question I had.
Why do you ask that?
I found evidence that of tampering in the house.
Her eyes widen when you say that, and she went, What do you mean by what do you mean by tampering? Are you suggesting that she like clutches her chest for a second? She's like,
by my stars.
You're not saying that something devious happened to your father. Your father was a well-liked man.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm gonna ask him in a minute, but I figured I'd ask you first.
I can't think of anybody that would want to do harm to your father. He's been secluded recently, but I know it wasn't because he was fighting nobody. He just was keeping to. And she just like starts kind of like muttering and like looking down, like still clutching her chest, like in a very shocked expression.
That's perfectly fine. Don't think about it too much. I'm gonna deal with it, alright?
She breathes. Goes, yes, you're right. You're. She puts a hand on your shoulder and says, if your father wanted to still be alive, I'd have him up in a heartbeat, and I know he'd say that he's proud of what you've become.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna ask around a little more, but you have a good night and sleep tight and don't worry too much.
Alright, honey. You sleep tight as well.
Alright, I'm gonna go look for my older brother.
Alright. Your older brother's room was recently kind of shortly after he moved out into one of his own rooms within the same like estate area too. He just went to his own like building. You kind of walk around past his old room because it got renovated, and you do see him kind of just sitting in there going through some old boxes and whatnot. The room turned into more of a storage closet than anything. And he looks up as soon as he sees the movement at the doorway. He just goes, "Hey, sorry about tonight. I haven't been acting the same since Dad, you know."
Don't worry about it. I'm wondering, did anyone come by in the past week? Any out of town kind of visitors? Anyone you haven't seen around the house before?
I mean, I'm not always in the house. I might have not been there for all of it. Dad has been getting lots of letters back and forth with some of the clan leaders, and I forget which one it is, but one of them always sends letters in this, like, not so much red, but more of like a reddish pink sort of paper. I don't know how he does it like that. That's been coming more recently, but most of it's just from research. It's just research from the other dukes and barons' personal libraries.
Alright. No worries. I get this shit figured out.
Yeah, of course.
Alright. I'm gonna wander away and go to my father's room. Or not father's room, but where he is interned.
He is currently at rest in kind of a stasis sort of state. There seems to be some sort of magical aura about him, keeping him from decomposing on the table that he's currently laying on. But it's in your family sitting room, and he looks peaceful as he lays there.
Was anyone else in there?
No one except for the family cat, who is still curled up by the dwindling fire that's basically just coals at this point. The cat just kind of like stretches a little bit and then like readjusts itself as you walk in.
Alright. The cat does. It readjusts itself?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stare at it for a second. To do anything weird?
It's making biscuits on the side of the couch.
Oh.
While it sleeps.
I'm feeling a little nervous, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just checking which spells I have because I don't remember.
Just gonna cast a spell on the fucking cat. Also, I can move your character
Albert
over there.
Bless.
I'm just gonna pop detect magic on myself real quick.
Alright. Detect magic is you sense magical aura and shit, right?
Yeah, so 30 feet, magical objects, and I can tell what school it's from.
Alright, let me bring up my magic schools list that I use whenever you do detect magic. I guess, so the aura around your father obviously lights up. And
Okay.
that is from the abjuration spell, and you or school, and you assume that's whatever's keeping him from decomposing and whatnot.
Yep.
I don't know what school of magic. Hold on.
I'll get this spread.
It is, yes. You see another little bit of light kind of poke up in this room, and it's coming from the cat's little collar. There is a bell attached that is lighting up with the Evocation School of Magic.
From the cat's collar?
From a bell on the cat's collar.
Don't touch the cat or it will explode.
Evocation.
Evocation. Yes.
Please don't explode the cat.
As you're standing there, just looking at the cat eventually like senses the staring as cats typically do because they have fucking a fifth sense or whatever, and it like puts its little head up and just kind of looks at you with sleepy, blinky eyes.
Sleepy, blinky eyes, huh? Sleepy, blinky eyes of evil.
She's a good kitty.
It has a bomb on its neck.
Well,
it stretches and it does like the little like butt in the air stretch and goes up on the armchair right here. And as it does that, it goes to scratch its neck, and as it scratches its neck, it hits the bell, and the bell starts to lightly glow.
You know what? I'm just gonna dispel that.
Alright. You dispel that, and the light goes out, and the cat kind of looks at you and like starts scratching its neck again, and it just kind of does it a whole bunch and shakes its neck, shakes its head, and like it seems to be trying to hit the bell. And as the room stays kind of dark aside from the embers from the fireplace, the cat kind of makes a kind of mew of protest and jumps off from the armchair and runs out of the room.
Alright, I'm gonna close the door behind it.
Okay.
And get the fuck out of here.
You just dispelled its little flashlight.
oh.
The cat.
Little cat flashlight.
It does not need that flashlight.
It does, because cats in
It does not
D&D
need
do
that
not have
flashlight.
dark vision. Cats in D&D do not have dark vision.
Oh my
It's
god.
your game.
Anyways,
Also,
So she made a flashlight for the cat.
I'm gonna close the door and I'm going to look around. Is there anything I can prop up against it?
there's the armchairs. You could technically move some of these bookcases, but the furniture that you see in this room is the furniture that's in the room.
Oh.
Sans the cat, because the cat's part of the map, and now cat is gone.
Would any of the armchairs wedge against the door?
I mean, yeah, it would be kind of weird and proppy, but like both doors swing towards you, including the one down here.
I'm gonna think about it for a second, then I'll just meh. No need.
Okay.
I will.
You do. Can you roll me a perception check, please?
I love rolling perception checks on this character.
I just want to see how much I give you for information about the. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
I love rolling perception on this character.
Aside from the like small, very light crackling that you're hearing from the slowly fading embers, the only other sound you hear is some loud tapping and sizzling sounds coming from the bottom room here. You know that this bottom room is one of the kitchens that your servants, that the servants typically will cook meals for your family in. And that's kind of all the noise that you hear in the room. Aside from the background music, of course.
Alright. I will go ahead and approach the whatever fuck table that my father's laid on.
Alright. It's kind of like a...
What kind of table?
It seems like a simple wooden table with
Nick just described it differently.
with a very pretty embroidered tablecloth upon it with your father sitting in a very nice set of clothes. on top of it, and the entire table is surrounded by flowers. Because of this.
I will hop up right here and lay a hand on him and cast. Boom.
Alright. You grant the semblance, life, and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range, allowing it to answer the questions you pose. The corpse will still have a mouth and can't be undead. The spell fails if the corpse of this target was a target of the spell within the last 10 days. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the language it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it, or if it recognizes you as an enemy. It does neither. The spell doesn't return to the creature's soul to its body, only its animating spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events. As you lay a hand on him and cast the spell, his mouth kind of like makes kind of a popping noise as his jaw opens and like kind of opens and closes to adjust itself, and then remains slightly parted.
Hello, Father. Do you want to be resurrected?
No.
Alright, that settles that. Were you killed by someone?
These are very simple questions.
Well, it does say it gives very simple answers. Brief, cryptic, or repetitive.
You got a point. Says yes.
Was it a halfling?
More.
Say more? Good to know. I found your notes. We found the orb in the sanctuary. Is the risk that poses, coming soon?
Wait, the risk that what poses coming soon?
The fucking,
I just want to understand your questions so that way I can, like, actually...
the risk from the Titans, the orbs disappearing. Because that's what I'm referring to with the book, and the book that was hidden, and the orb in the basement, as well as the Titan in the basement. Asking if that risk is coming into play soon.
Need to be saved. Sometime before the end.
Need to be saved before the end. Well, that's not even slightly helpful.
The answers are brief, cryptic, or repetitive.
Is there anyone else you're working with currently? Any names?
Oh, that's a good one. You get... Ooh. Hold on. Just looking at... you get champion of Aline and tiefling wizard.
The champion of Lean and a Tiefling wizard. Well, The Tiefling's not that specific, but the champion can only be one person. Is Champion of Aline, is that someone I met in the court of the other place?
Roll me, just roll me a base intelligence check so I can see like how good your memory is.
How good's my memory?
You don't remember their names, but you don't think they were the champions of Aline.
Okay. Alright, not sure who that is. Well, I think that was my last question.
I believe so. Have you learned anything?
No,
No?
I'm kidding.
Bro.
I'll just kind of
Oh, and
sit.
as the last question is answered from your old man's lips, not lips of bliss.
No, but I mean, obviously, he's not a child.
Oh my god.
Eric, no.
The mouth kind of just closes, and you see like his chest kind of like settle down as like the final breath of air kind of leaves the body, signifying the end of the spell.
Yeah, I'll just kind of sit there for a minute and sit with them. And just wait a little bit. Then I'll just kind of stand up and go to bed.
Alright. Just gonna drag you over here. At this point, you can go to bed. And a couple hours later, both Gwenwynwyn and Lorelei return to the estate. They make it back without any trouble from passing guards or any trouble at the gates of the Hammerhand estate. And you guys also immediately retire to bed?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you guys immediately...
I'd like to clean myself off a bit, but after that I'm going to bed.
Alright, you take a nice little scrubby-dubby bath time or something along those lines. Ooh, you guys are not inside the fireplace.
Oh, we aren't Santa?
So you're sleeping like there, and we'll put... I have not many beds. You set up bed like there or something. And the day passes. Give me 1 second while I, transition to morning. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. It's not letting me do the transition right now. Gotta go.
We succeed in resting.
Yes, you guys complete a long rest without incident. If you guys are...
Wait,
if
when
you guys
did you
are...
take 2 damage?
If you guys are spell preparers, please prepare your spells. I don't know when Gwen took 2 damage. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Oh, is it the same day we came back from... or entered down still? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Still fought the snakes.
Oh.
No, it was, I think it was like vomiting damage or something.
Oh, maybe.
Poison damage, I don't know.
I don't know if you took damage. I
It
know
was-
Athil took damage, but...
It was around the poison.
Oh, was it really the same day?
Yeah.
No.
I know, it feels like it's been like 3 months.
So funny.
I don't know, maybe it's been 2 months, I don't actually know.
So, you awaken to the smell of food being cooked. You smell some bacon and eggs and I guess whatever else maple syrupy kind of smell. That would be a good smell. That would be a good smell, I said. And Yeah, it smells pretty good. What do you guys decide to do as the morning rises? This is a terrible description, I'm sorry.
I will look to see if my comrades have returned.
Alright.
Going to yawn, while yawning, stretch so hard that I almost fall out of my chair.
Alright. Ulfryk, you walk around and you realize, okay, hear people in here waking up. Do you knock on doors to see if people are awake?
Nope.
Alright, so you just walk by these doors. The doors are closed, so like there could be your comrades in there. You heard kind of like a little whoop as someone may have slipped slightly in this room right here, but otherwise you only see Everett.
Oh, that's kind of boring.
I know, right?
Alright. Is it bathroom?
Yep.
You have to go through the bathroom to get to the bedroom?
Yep.
Terrible design.
I know.
Alright. I will stand here and wait for my friends.
Alright. Lorelei, as you wake up and do your stretches, you realize that Athil is already awake and has gotten dressed fully and is just sitting at the edge of the bed, kind of patiently waiting for you to wake up.
Good morning, Athil. How'd you sleep?
I slept pretty good. Thanks for asking. Are we staying much longer? Don't get me wrong. It's really cool here, but I don't know. I
I don't really know what the plan is. I think we've been called back to our guilds. But if you want to plan, Ulfryk's much better at that kind of thing than I am.
Oh, all right.
Uh,
Oh,
I don't completely think things through all the time,
that's
which
fine.
is why I leave the planning to other people.
Oh, you have you. Do you mind if I just? And she starts walking over to you with her hands outreached, like towards your shoulders.
Okay.
Do you let her like reach towards you?
I'm gonna give her a slightly skeptical look, but sure.
And she reaches up past your head and grabs a weight that you didn't realize was there off of your shoulders, and little snowball skitters down her arm and up to her shoulder. She goes, he must have went to go sleep with you last night. I swore he went to bed with me, but
Oh, I don't mind. He's cute.
oh yes, he's my favorite. And she starts walking towards the door.
I'll follow.
Bloop.
Oh,
Everett is with you, but he's not.
good
He's
morning,
just not
Ulfryk.
going to be with you physically.
And also with you.
And with your spirit.
Yeah, that. Oh, have you seen Gwenwynwyn around? I could have sworn she was with me when I got back.
Oh, hello.
I haven't seen her
here.
yet. Oh, there she is.
Oh, good morning.
Just
Where's
making my way more slowly. Sorry.
he?
Right in front of you, you silly man.
I literally can't see
When
you.
did you learn how to?
I don't
wear
move my
marker
token. I have
with
builders to
armor?
macro. Dude, I'm getting flamed over here for not like clicking on doors, walking through bathrooms. It's very challenging work. Like I said, right in front of you, you silly man.
I'll
Mm.
stop
Could have
poking the
sworn
statue
you
as soon
went
as
there
I
for
see.
a second ago.
Well, I can be very sneaky.
I found a little information yesterday. How about y'all?
We found a bit.
Yeah?
We found quite a bit.
Alright.
Should we go first, or do you want to go first?
None of my family saw the halfling roll through.
Interesting.
So that was completely covert. My father said there were multiple of them, not just him, and he does not want to be resurrected.
That's interesting.
Also, I received no indication of a deadline on when this shit could be going down.
When you guys are talking, could you guys all roll me perception checks, please?
I mean, I'll stop talking.
No.
We're looking for either the champion of... Who was it?
Aline.
Looking for either the champion of Lean or a Tiefling mage. Not as a target or anything. I believe they were in collusion with my father regarding this.
Alright. As you guys are talking, little Athel's just kind of, kicking the ground and playing with Snowball while you guys are having grown-up talk. And Gwenwynwyn and Lorelei, you guys are, too focused on the conversation and exchanging and getting details to get any whiff of anything happening in the house. But then Ulfryk, you hear the small jingle and see the suit of armor move slightly. And as it moves, you see someone who's trying to be very sneaky and staring right at you. There's a little small tiefling child who is kind of giving you a scowl as she stares at you, and you get this weird sense of just pure nothingness coming from this little girl.
I don't believe
He's on TikTok a lot.
Whew.
What?
Oh no.
Oof.
What?
Oh no.
Is that a on TikTok had empty joke?
Yes.
No. Like something.
No, I understood what you said. It was
something about this girl's just person is radiating towards you, and you feel like this weird push and pull, but it's just nothingness.
And Gwenwynwyn and I don't see her yet.
Do I know you?
You don't notice her right away. She jumps as you say that, and Gwenwynwyn and Lorelei, you guys now, look at Ulfryk and see where he's looking and see this girl jump out from behind the suit of armor and goes, "Yes! Mr. Life God, I have come to slay you as has been told in I'm gonna kill you."
want to find out.
That's kind of adorable.
She brandishes this little rapier.
I will snap my fingers at her and cast Hold Person.
Oh fuck! She's a child.
Yeah, she's about
taser.
She's about to be a very not moving child.
For the purposes of this spell, can we all roll initiative? Just to see if she breaks it, what happens next,
You just want to stab me.
I have not yet cast.
Oh, hey, she has a name. That means she's going to be an important character.
Man, apprehensive is such an unusual first name. I like it.
It's cute.
Ha!
Oh, and
I like how I nat 20'd it and I'm still 5 behind Lorelei.
Yeah.
Right.
don't even
Lorelei,
have
are you just
50
kind of staring at what the fuck is going on, or do you actually want to do something? What happened to my music, by the way?
Go ahead and I'm gonna pop a long rest, and then I'm gonna cast Bonk.
Well, hold on. You gotta wait for Lorelei. Lorelei, what do you
I know I gotta wait. I'm just throwing it in chat.
She only has one rapier, right?
She is brandishing a single rapier.
I'll say, "Oh, that's so cute. I like you. You're fun." And then, but you might need a little more than that. And I'll take out one of my plain daggers and toss it to her.
She grabs it with her other hand and just like looks at the weapon and looks at you and looks at the weapon and looks at you and just goes, "Thanks, lady."
And pass turn.
All right.
As I'm snapping at the girl, I'll just glance at Lorelei and say, "Don't encourage the slightly murderous child."
Oh, we were all like that growing up.
All right. She has to
No,
roll a
I
wisdom
was
saving
not.
throw.
Yeah. DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
She rolls a 17.
Okay.
And, does she know that you tried to cast her spell? No.
She doesn't know that I tried to cast a spell that.
I mean, like, well, it is verbal and motion based. It's typically because like some spells will be like they knew that you were trying to charm them or something like that. So I didn't know if old person had that same like text. That's why I'm saying it.
Alright, I'll just put my hands on my hips and like furrow my brows at her. Why? How did you get in my house?
That's none of your business. You just tried to kill me. She pointed at your spell. I thought you were the life guy. You know, I'm gonna kill you.
He didn't try to kill you. He just tried to stop you from stabbing him, which is a very pro-life thing.
I've seen spells before. Those spells are killing. And Gwenwynwyn, it's your turn.
Oh, you want to know about spells, do you? And I will just like crackle some lightning across one hand and fire across the other. I can show you spells, but I'd rather not.
She kind of has like the little eye widen thing of like a little kid like seeing fireworks for the first time, and then kind of shakes her head and just goes, "Not right now. I'm sorry, lady, but I gotta do my thing, and then maybe
Let's
later."
kill this child.
Do you say that out loud?
No, that's a metagame comment.
I'm not killing this child. This child reminds me of younger me.
Which is also frightening.
Bad. That's a bad thing. You understand?
Gwenwynwyn, you do have an action.
Oh, I was doing that for the intimidating.
If you'd like to roll intimidation, go ahead.
I would. I wasn't asking for it. I was just using a word that coincidentally lined up. 6!
Well, so her insight check was an 18, so, yeah, she says
I
what she
mean-
said.
Yeah. I mean, I was straight up threatening to blast her with fire and lightning. I don't know what insight is there, but dope.
Will you actually do it?
I think her insight is like, "I'm calling your blood. No, fuck you." But she doesn't say that because she's a kid.
Alright.
The little girl now looks at her brand new dagger that looks really cool because she's a kid. And
Just a plain dagger.
it's like, whoa! I've only had this silly old rapier, and
Significantly larger than a dagger.
she takes a sort of a sideways stance as she points her rapier at you, Ulfryk, and she goes, "Get ready to die, Mr. Light!" And she moves up to attack you.
Why does she keep calling me that?
I don't know.
The 13
Who would
hit you.
Not even close.
Alright.
Who would try to kill a cleric of Enos?
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Alright. She whiffs both of her hits, and as she's slashing at you and obviously missing, she seems to be getting angrier and angrier as she's slashing, and just goes, "This isn't fair! Just stand still and let me stab you!" And her turn is over.
I will go ahead and use my bonus. Well, no, wait. Never mind. It's not my turn. I forgot Lorelei goes before me.
It's Athel's turn.
Yes, Athel's going to look around, and Everett's just going to grab her hand and take her back into the room and close the door.
Probably a wise idea.
Lorelei. The child you just threw a knife at is now trying to knife your friend.
Does it look like she's actually trying to kill her, or that she's just pathetically flailing about with?
I mean, she's like throwing the rapier this way and that way. If she's not actively trying to kill him, you feel like he'll get hurt from her playing.
Alright. I'll take a step up and...
Metagaming, I am completely fine.
Is it possible for this child to stab you?
Not after my next turn.
Oh shit. Can I make a Psychic Blades attack at the hilt of the rapier in an attempt to disarm her?
Sure, but I'm gonna make her AC a little higher for the hit, which probably isn't going to be a problem for you, but, like, just let you know.
It'll either work or it won't. That's how it goes. Alright.
Either you roll terribly...
Either it'll work or it won't. Yeah, that do be how it goes.
You said you were aiming for the rapier, right?
I'm reading for the hilt of the rapier.
Alright. Just checking this. Totally not interesting thing. You, hit the butt of the rapier, and the rapier, goes flying out of her hand. And kind of just collapses on the floor, like, hits the wall and then collapses with your light dagger on the floor, and then your light dagger kind of disappears. And she just looks down at the rapier and then back at you and goes, I thought you were helping!
I mean, I can't have you kill my friend over here.
But that's what we're supposed to do!
Supposed to do? Who's telling you that you're supposed to do this?
Were you born yesterday? And then it's Ulfryk's turn, because, time, with turntables and stuff.
Alright, what do you do when someone resists your spell?
What do you do?
You cast a spell on someone who's not going to resist it.
Okay.
Me. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Old person. Oh.
I'll just go ahead and reach, like, one hand down and just tap myself on the chest, and I ward a creature. Anyone who targets me must make a wisdom saving throw on a failed save, and it must choose a new target or lose the attack.
A failed save, the creature must choose a new target and lose the attack spell. Alright. Are you doing anything else? This is a...
That was a bonus action.
You have an action, and you have the free action, and you can talk a little bit.
With my action, I will hold my hand out and lock my arm and put it against her forehead so she can't get within range of me. So she's just kind of swinging at me.
My god, that's aggressive.
Why? I don't want to be stabbed.
Bullying this assassin.
Yeah.
Right?
How dare I not want to be
Bullying
stabbed?
the assassin over here.
Alright. Talk to us and let's figure out what you're on about. Why are you here again?
I came here to kill you!
I understand that. Why?
She just like flails with her little dagger that that Lorelei gave her. Because that's what we're supposed to do! Because you're the light guy!
The light guy?
You're the light guy!
I'm not light anything.
Oh, I know you're the light guy. I saw you, and then I saw these two, and I followed them. You're the light guy.
The light guy.
Yes.
The light guy, you mean like this? I'll say as it approaches my turn again. In
Oh
4
yeah,
rounds.
yeah. Gwenwynwyn. Do you do anything, or are we gonna do the light guy? You mean like this? Also,
I'm
you-
going to
Yeah.
move over towards her, and I'm going to hold my action to try to shocking grasp her. Like, I want to, if she tries to stab him again with something else, I want to grab her wrist and shock it.
He's a child.
all right.
I
She's trying to
activate
stab
2 million
my
volt
friends.
taser.
Yeah, but she sucks.
Okay, but dude, if it was 1/10th of an amp, would 2 billion volts really be that much?
Okay, I guess.
Yes, but
Yes,
My God.
it would hurt a lot.
Do you say anything?
I
Like,
might,
do you contribute to the conversation or hold in your action?
not too much. Just I would really step down at this point. It's the lightning begins to crackle between my hand.
All right, roll me an intimidation check.
Right. Intimidation.
Intimidation.
Decapitation.
All right. You're serious about your threat, but she rolled lower than you, so she doesn't think that you're being serious still.
Jesus.
So on her turn, she's gonna try swinging at Ulfryk, who's sanctuaried and holding her back. So she has to make a
Alright.
wisdom saving throw, and then she'll get
DC 16.
shot. She rolls a 16. Does that pass or fail? I always forget.
Uh,
I think that meets his beats, just like with
Yeah.
AC.
Okay, meets his beats.
Yeah.
Well, she also gets shocked, so give me the shock.
Spirit book, shocking grasp.
Well, she still has to beat my AC.
Well, this is for if she attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That attack roll does not hit her.
Bummer.
And she's not wearing armor made of metal.
Yeah.
And I don't have a fucking dagger in her inventory, so give me a second while I drag a dagger over.
D4.
It's just a
Otherwise-
D4 plus your dex mod.
Alright, I'm just gonna roll, her attack with her normal thing. And then you roll another d20. Alright. She, like, as she's swinging, she, like, almost catches the blade on, like, the cloth of your, like, shirt because you're holding your arm out. And, like, almost loses the dagger in the cloth as she's trying to stab. It doesn't stab you. She just, like, fucking almost drops it. And then, like, quickly, like, grabs it back with two hands and brings it back to her chest like, no, I can't lose this one. And she looks at you just like, first of all, this is not fair. This is not how light guys are supposed to fight. They don't fight dirty. This is dirty. This is not nice. And then Lorelei,
You'll see your recognition in Lorelei's eyes as she goes, "Oh, light, you mean like this?" And I don't know what's closest to me. The suit of armor, I guess. I'll tap. No.
whatever you want.
What's the range on this? Yeah, I'm just gonna point at Ulfryk a little bit and set off a flashbang and cast daylight.
Fucking daylight. Oh god, that's really
Oh my
bright.
god, yeah, that's really bright.
Is that gonna
Literally a
blind everybody?
flashbang.
Alright, so it doesn't blind people,
No, no.
but it definitely
it's
like makes
fucking
people
bright.
like everyone blinks for a second and goes, oh,
That's
oh
in
my
my vision.
god.
Yep.
Oh god. Does it go through walls?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking to see like if it would like hit any NPCs or whatever. Or like Athil and Everett
Nope.
up here.
Just normal light source stuff.
Alright, so I would assume all of you except probably Lorelei would be blinking as all hell, like, what the fuck?
Is that what you meant?
No! No! Stupid! Sorry. But no! No, I mean like this! And she just gestures to the whole Ulfryk.
Who's now glowing bright white.
As the light reflects off of his armor. He's just...
Mm.
Ulfryk, it is your turn.
I do have inflict wounds prepared.
Destroy this child.
Please don't hurt this child.
I'm not gonna do it.
She actually, Nick, when she's talking to, Lorelei, she stops momentarily from, like, just swinging randomly at you, and, like, kind of, like, steps her forehead away from where your hand is at, and just, like, looks at Lorelei like, duh, face.
I'm afraid I'm not understanding.
What's there not to understand? He's light, I'm not, I gotta kill him.
Alright.
He's late because I lit him up.
No, not that kind of light! No!
Alright.
You mean like he's lost a lot of weight recently because we have been traveling?
No, it's look, I read in a book that they're bad. They're I forget what the word is, but like it's bad. Like we need to fight to the death because this is what we gotta do. My mama told me I was always the bad girl, but I'm gonna prove to them I'm not a bad girl because if I kill him, that means I'm a good girl.
That fingers hold person.
Just gonna make another wisdom save. Hold on.
Yep.
And she rolls a 14. That's just like she can't move, right?
Yep.
Alright. All of a sudden, she's
Incapacitated.
very gestury when she talks too, so she immediately starts like seizing up and not moving, and she just looks around like, see, this is dirty tricks!
But like coming into my home and trying to stab me isn't?
Alright. Because she's incapacitated, we can stop with the combat and just let people do their own thing. I just wanted to see what was going on.
How much wisdom do you give this little shit?
Depending on her level, an amount.
Okay. Whatever.
As soon as I'm able to again.
She doesn't have like a 20 wisdom, she just rolled high for the first one.
This is the most cryptic answer I've ever heard in my life.
I'm not gonna tell you what NPC stats are! But if you want to know on a scale of 1 to 20, it's a 14.
Hmm.
Dumbass.
So
Pretty good.
you're immediately gonna roll back that not telling us what
No,
the stats are.
Yeah, I did notice that.
Fuck you.
As soon as I'm able to again, after my turn concludes, I'm gonna snap my fingers and turn Ulfryk off.
Alright. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, okay, lady, that was actually kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Also, guys, she points to, like, the two ladies and goes, I wasn't gonna kill you guys, I was just gonna kill him if that was, you know.
Well, we can't know that. He heals us.
Why don't we go
And, you know,
sit
it's got another
down?
fix.
And have some
Exactly!
breakfast.
He's the light guy!
Yeah, let's go have some
Well, not
breakfast
anymore. I
with
turned you off.
the angry child.
Well, I'm sure it'll all blow over in a minute. This seems like a misunderstanding of some sort.
I'll
It
pat
seems like-
Gwenwynwyn. Thank you for not electrocuting the child.
Well, it wasn't for lack of trying.
Alright. I guess we'll head downstairs and get situated and drop her in a chair somewhere.
Oh wait, do you eat breakfast here?
This is
It's-
my home.
Oh, I thought this was an inn.
This is my home.
Where was the dining room again?
Oh,
No.
I gotta tell you something. She just kind of looks down and goes, I might have tied up the person cooking your food. It was the only window that was open, and she says, like, frozen in like a stance. It was the only one open, and you don't understand. She was right there, and she had a butcher's knife. So like, I tied her
Ulfryk
up.
just like squints his eyes at her.
I didn't hurt her. I told you I was only here to kill you.
I'm gonna untie the cook.
Did you hear that? Because, like, we're downstairs
I
now.
assume, I assume you can hear down the staircase.
I assume Ulfryk is like carrying her down the stairs or something,
Okay.
like
I'll
bringing her
follow
down.
and help.
Bro, I'm
tie
weak
her.
as shit. No, I'm not that weak. Alright, yeah, I'll just pick her up and carry
She
her.
is little.
Yeah.
I'll just slash through the knot.
The woman stands up and kind of pats off her apron and goes, "Thank you. My legs are starting to cramp up."
So
Yes,
sorry
that
about
makes
that.
sense. Do you need any help with breakfast?
No, I'm almost done. I was actually just about to bring out the platters if you want to carry some of these. And she motions to like a bunch of platters that are on one of the tables.
Well, sure, I'll do my best. I don't have much experience, but
I'm a little
Sure.
bit clumsy, but I'll try.
Well, I'm not gonna make you guys roll for it. You guys just kind of bring them over.
I would have assumed Lorelei had some waitressing
Just gonna
experience.
delete these characters because they had gone home and I just didn't want to delete their character sheets just yet.
Waitressing experience? How?
Underclass.
Brings it and
Underclass?
brings it back.
I don't know. It's a great way to finance doing crimes. It's paid under the table.
Yeah, so at this
No,
table,
I just stole from restaurants and inns.
at this table as you walk in, you see basically the Hammerhand family just sitting down, and as you place the platters down, they all start, loading up their plates and thank you. And kind
Yeah.
of yeah.
Ulfryk intentionally went to a different room.
All right, with the child?
Yes.
All right, child goes in that room with you.
When the tray that I brought is empty, I'll bring it back to the kitchen.
All right.
It's just putting the food down on the table.
The lady thanks you for your hard work.
Thank
No,
you for
don't
your
worry about it.
patronage.
Thank you for your patronage. Please close the door on your way out.
Sorry. Oh, this token collides with at least one wall.
Sorry.
Assuming I'm the last one into the room, if Gwenwynwyn just dropped the food at the table, I'll close the door after me. But
Gwen, are you eating at
Are
the
you guys
table?
going to the other room? I thought we were going to have some breakfast over there. Sorry, I'll be over right in a second.
Okay, your food's gonna get cold.
No, I brought the tray.
oh, I'll have pocketed like a croissant or something.
Your tray is filled with those chocolate croissants that kind of look like sloth faces when they're sideways.
So chocolate croissants.
Yes.
Can you
But
toss
like-
Oh,
me one
another
of those,
couch.
Gwen?
I didn't see that one. Sure, here you go.
Oh, you're lovely. Thank
The
you.
the purple tiefling just kind of stares at the tray, and like a little bit of drool like starts to bubble from her mouth, and she like swallows it down and shakes her head, and
Would you like some
glares.
breakfast as well? I'll hold out a chocolate croissant.
He's under hold person.
Oh.
That's just cruel.
I will say, hold
She's-
person only lasts a minute, so I would
Yeah.
secure her differently.
Okay, do you tie her up, I guess, before you move
Yeah,
her then?
basically take her dagger, and if I have shackles, shackle her, and if not, tie her up.
Do you have shackles?
Let me...
I
Hold
can't
on.
remember if I do or if Dross does.
Dross definitely does.
Dross
I don't know.
100%
Dross
does.
I don't think you do.
I don't think
But
I do
you
either.
probably have rope. Yeah, you have rope.
Yeah,
You can tie her up with rope.
yeah, good enough.
I run back upstairs, collect the rapier off the ground, and then come back down. And make my way back to the room and close the door behind me again.
Hey, lady, that's my rapier. She says in her binding of rope. And she kind of like wiggles on the couch a little bit. She's like, don't ding it up. Don't.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey,
I keep
lady,
good
that's
care
our
of my
friend.
weapons.
Try not to ding him up.
And I'll put the rapier directly in front of me on the table in a spot where everyone can clearly see it and that it's not coming to any harm.
Alright, good.
You should also know, even if you had managed to stab him, you would have just healed it up in under a second anyway.
I am a priest of Inos.
It takes a lot more than that to kill someone like him.
Try not to antagonize the child, please.
I'm not antagonizing the child.
She seems nice.
Well, that's why I've been practicing, because then I can kill him without him doing that lat stuff.
Do you still think that that's going to happen?
Yeah. I
Oh,
wouldn't.
I'm so sorry.
What do you mean lad stuff? You mean the bratness?
No, the lat stuff.
I don't know what you mean by lad
Fire?
stuff. You mean my magic?
Yeah.
I'm a cleric. It doesn't come from me.
Yeah, no, it's the lat stuff. You're the lat guy. I don't know how I can make this more obvious to y'all.
Do you want
Alright.
Are you an agent of darkness? Is this what you're trying to communicate to us?
I'm not an agent of darkness. What is
No.
this? Some sort of like
I'm
culty
not a
stuff?
fan of that guy.
I'll go ahead and I mean, Ulfryk will look over it. We know who the champion of the darkness is or whatever. I don't think it has to do with all that shit.
He's a dick.
Yes?
Alright,
When you guys say the champion of darkness, the little girl's eyes like light up and she just like looks around and she's like, "Wait, do y'all know more people?"
we know a lot of people. Let me start, and we can
I'm
stop
gonna
this over
pocket
from
rapier after
scratch.
Her eyes light up about hearing about the guy. Just put it right in my backpack.
Wait, what did you do?
I'm picking the rapier up off the table and putting it in my backpack.
Her eyes don't light up like she's happy about it. Her eyes light up like,
okay.
Dude, like what? You know more people like that?
Okay, I'll leave it there then.
Crap. Let's start over.
Prideful.
Oh, absolutely.
My name is Ulfryk Hammerhand. I'm part of the Hammerhand clan.
And you're the lat guy.
I'm not like anything. I'm a cleric in the service of Enos, god of life.
Yeah, the light guy.
Are you saying you attack me because I'm a cleric in the service of Enos, the god of life?
No, because you're the light guy. Like, he's the light guy. You're the light guy.
Are you under the impression that our friend Ulfryk is the god of life?
Well, no, he's like the light guy. Like, I'm not like the not light guy. The unlight guy. The unlight
Do
guy.
you think is this about him potentially being a champion? Because I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, he's a light guy. Just like I'm the unlight guy.
Unenlightened.
Unlight.
I feel like you're not saying what you're trying to say.
No, trust me, I saw this in the book.
Is there something
What?
you need to share with us?
What a book.
It was a storybook about the light guys and the not light guys, and then the other guys that are like that darkness guy, like those guys. And then we're not friends, so I gotta kill you. And then I'm the good guy.
Look over Gwenwynwyn. Was that towards me?
Yes.
I don't
Hey.
know shit.
The sense I'm getting is that this youngster is for whatever reason, a champion of some god of darkness or
No.
not,
The
I don't
unlight
know,
guy.
trying to prove herself to the champion of darkness,
So,
I don't
wait.
know, and wants to kill you.
If Enos is a god of life, by unlight do you mean death?
Yeah, unlight.
Glad we cleared that up.
Dungeon Master, I need you to know, we've been hearing you say light.
No, I know.
No, yeah.
I know.
She's been saying light.
Oh,
No, I know. See,
Alright.
so because I'm the unlight guy, you know, my mom and dad don't love me, so, you know,
that one makes sense.
you know, if I get rid of the light guy, that means I'm the stronger one, which means I'm the good guy, because only the good guys in the storybooks win.
You wouldn't win.
No, I would win. I've been practicing.
So have we.
Glance over to the other two. Can one of y'all check it?
For?
The tattoo.
Perhaps. Oh,
Tattoo?
it probably makes sense.
What do you mean, tattoo?
Some
They all-
sign of her divine heritage or marking.
Yeah. Champions have a marking.
Do I know this? To be truthful, Miss DM?
Miss other champion of somebody. Yes, you would know this to be truthful. You have the name of you have the name of Philia written in celestial on your back, like down your spine.
Good to know. Good thing I wear a cloak.
In kanji?
Lots of armor.
No, in celestial specifically.
So it was a reference to something.
Either way, even though I do know that, I'm going to chill and pretend like I don't.
I'm gonna go take a look at her and start looking around for a tattoo.
Alright. I mean, do you check her back?
Eventually.
Alright. She is wearing, you know, kind of like raggedy clothing. And her hair is very, tangled and kind of messy looking. You check her pockets and whatnot, and, you know, inside one pocket is a piece of bread kind of wrapped up. Looks like there's little bite marks being taken out of it slowly but surely. And in another pocket there is a couple of like little wrapped up in little pieces of paper. It looks like hard candy. And she also has
Oh no, she's 90.
And otherwise, those are kind of her only pockets that you can find on her. And, you know, obviously she had the rapier. And as you go to touch her back, she kind of like flinches and goes, no, don't. Do you investigate against her wishes?
I'm sorry, but if you're going to claim to be a chosen one of some god, you're going to have to let us verify that in some way. Is there something back there you don't want us to see?
No.
Okay, so it's okay if we take a look?
All right. I just want.
What it is?
She turns to you as you say, like, are you okay with you guys taking a look? And she goes, yes, but just know that I have battle scars, she says.
Well, lots of people have battle scars.
Okay,
There's
I got them in
nothing to be ashamed of.
I won every battle that those scars are from. They're all winning scars.
Well, you know, the most impressive scars often come from surviving a great loss. They allow you to come back later and avenge them.
What?
Yeah, that's a little deep for the child.
She's trying to kill you, Ulfryk, for honor. I think she can handle it.
I don't think she understands the severity and consequence of her actions.
That could also be true.
Alright, so you check her back?
Yep.
So as you pull back her shirt, you see in Celestial the name. Wait, do you speak Celestial?
Pretty sure. No, yes, it's my first language. I know it better than Common.
Oh wow, okay. That's funny. You see the name, where's her fucking thing? Viana. Viana, written along the girl's spine. What you also see is multiple scars and semi-fresh wounds that look like slashing marks all across her back. And it seems that some pieces of the tattooed name have been attempted to be carved out of her, as there are scar marks, but it looks like that the name or the magical sort of tattoo on her back seemed to just come forward above the scars.
Okay, so this doesn't look like this was abuse, not a battle scar.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you poor thing. Who
told-
did this to you? Ulfryk, take a look at this. Is this something you can help?
They're battle. I fought great battles, and that's how I learned. And then,
Dear,
I'll scoot over. Pretty obvious?
yeah, pretty obvious.
I'll hit her with the first level cure wounds just to see if I can clean up the fresher ones.
Yeah. Hitting her with the cure wounds. You do clean up like the more fresh ones, I guess. But by fresh, I don't mean like they happened yesterday. By fresh, I mean like they're like pretty scabbed over and whatnot. But like you basically heal up the scabs. But she kind of like moves her shoulder blades as you're doing it, and she just goes, That feels really funny, sir. Are you're not trying to kill? I told you I'll kill you first.
I will say, cure wounds does require me to touch her.
Well, she's tied up.
I mean, yeah, she's tied up.
Okay.
What's she gonna do? Fall at the floor to dodge you?
She's wiggling. She's just wiggling.
No, you'd probably just put a finger or two like on her back and use that as the conduit. Right, I cleaned up the fresher ones. Believe it or not, I've seen that before.
yes, that's a sad reality. But, honey, you can talk to us. Somebody's been lying to you.
Well, firstly, you seem to have a misunderstanding about the relationship between life and death.
She puffs out her cheeks as you're talking.
The clerics of Enos typically work hand in hand with the servants of the god of death, because our purposes align quite frequently. In many cases, it's more a partnership than not. It's not really one of those things where we're supposed to be opposed.
Mom and Dad said I was a bad guy. Because of the unlike guy. I'm sorry, lady, what did you say? What did you say he was? She was. She was?
Viera?
Viera. Is that what that says? She like
Yes,
tries
it
to,
says
like...
Viera.
Oh, okay.
Secondly, you are correct. You are a champion. That mark is very clear. However, I'm afraid you're mistaken on me personally. I'm merely a cleric of Enos. Championhood is given at birth, and I'm not gifted.
She really frowns at you when you say this.
And thirdly, you said you followed them, and that's how you knew to find me. How did you know that following them would bring you here, when you don't even know what here is?
Well,
I mean, I've never seen her. She couldn't have known Me, at least.
It doesn't look familiar to me either.
You promise not to tell?
Yeah.
Of course not.
Okay, I may have snuck on the train without paying.
I don't care about that.
Okay, so
That's a private enterprise.
So I got here, and I saw you guys walking around, and I knew, and she like frowns at you, and she's like, I just knew you were the light guy. So, you know, I was just trying to keep an eye on y'all, but I lost you. And then when I was going to sleep, you know, they just appeared out of nowhere in the middle of the area. So I decided to follow them.
I believe what you're likely feeling is the all too frequent exposure I have to Enos's power.
Man,
In
we've gotta
fact-
get more sneaky, Gwen.
I used it that very same day to perform a great amount of healing. I wouldn't be surprised if the sense of it was still on me.
But you're still the same.
Yeah, I just used it earlier.
But
Fourth point, how did you get in my house?
I told you I used the window.
She's like
Oh,
me,
that's
Ulfryk.
right.
She's sneaky.
That's right, you knocked out my cook.
I didn't knock her out. I just tied her up.
How did you overpower my cook? You're like 5.
Oh.
Excuse me. And she like starts to put her hand on her hips, but then like she gets caught on the ropes and just goes, "Oh yeah, that I'm 16, sir."
Well, you definitely made her sound younger than 16.
She roll me an insight check.
Insight, yeah.
Ooh, if only I was good at insight.
I'm rolls dice 16.
She doesn't look 5.
She
But
also doesn't look 16.
she doesn't look 16.
I don't believe you.
I am. I'm a legal adult. Don't need nobody. That's legal adult age, right?
Gonna stare at her.
Nobody?
I mean,
That's not
I'm
age.
17. Sorry, I forgot my birthday was the other day. So yeah, now I'm a legal
Happy
adult.
birthday.
Thank you.
You understand, people from my people are hardly considered adults before we're 100 years old.
Fuck. Sorry. I'm 122.
Yes, but you're not one of my people. Your kind tend to age much more quickly, so
Okay,
I'm just messing with you. We all know you're lying about your age. It's common.
fine. I'm 14.
Oh, that's not so bad. There's lots of 14-year-olds out on their own.
Yeah, but that's not what the guards said.
Which guys?
The guards in my town, they kept bringing me back to my mom and pa.
Well, I'm not gonna make you go back home. That doesn't make sense to me.
Alright, but what do I do about the you being the light guy and me being the unlight guy? The Viana guy.
The question is, what do I do about you?
What do you mean? I'm the greatest fighter there is.
Sure,
I've been doing my practicing.
my family owns this city.
Whoa. Like everybody?
We do not own people, we own the property.
Oh.
This is my city.
How big is it?
Biggest you've ever seen, for sure.
What? No, I've seen bigger.
Eyes.
Eric, no.
Jesus.
Lips of bliss?
I can't help how I
She's
actually
only
play
14.
children.
She's 14, so it applies.
No!
Oh.
Disgusting!
Go
Yes.
home.
I meant
Anyways.
towns, you fucking degenerates.
It's a big serious. Alright, anyways. Of course, the selfish side of me says to put you somewhere where I'm not gonna have to deal with your ass trying to stab me.
What else am I supposed to do?
Anything you want. Me and my companions here are adventurers. We work with the guild Munstergard. Also, I own a city. You need a job, I'll get you a job.
She goes to move her hand up to point, but then like jerks against the rope so much that she starts to tilt off of the couch. And she steadies herself as you like move to catch her and whatnot, and she just goes, what if I'm her? She does.
What do you mean, what if you're her?
Like she got the dagger. That was really cool. I want to toss daggers at people.
That's an adventurer.
All right, I can do that. I'm the greatest fighter there is.
I'll step up to her, pat her on the little hand.
Oh,
Say,
oh.
I like your style, kid. Takes a lot of practice to get good at throwing these, though.
Well, I got a lot of practice with that thing over there, and she points at the rapier.
I'll tell you what, when we part ways with you, I'll give you a couple.
Really?
Sure.
Huh.
I will.
He joins the campaign permanently. You never have to follow through.
I'm gonna take the backpack off my shoulder and just like pour it upside down, and 20 daggers will plank onto the floor, and my cloak will rest a little bit and reveal some of the daggers that I have strapped to me as well.
Okay, so now her eyes light up like, ooh, I like this light up, and not the, ooh, tell me more light up. So.
Alright.
Anyway, I really like these things.
And here's the part we call ripping the band-aid off. People don't change a lot once they get older. I'm letting you know right now. If your parents don't like that you're a champion, or who you're the champion of, that will never change. And so their behavior towards you will also likely never change.
This is a sad truth.
Not solemnly.
Oh, I don't think they can change anymore.
What, did you kill them?
No. What are you, crazy?
No.
You said that because I'm the unlight guy, right?
No, it's because
Sure.
you tried to stab me.
No, I tried to say it because of the thing. No, I forget where they were.
Normally when somebody says they lost their parents, it's not because of negligence.
No, I left on my own, but you know, like even if I wanted to go back, I can't read. But I don't know what the town's called.
I can teach you how to read. It's very easy once you get the hang of it. And then you'll forget how.
I'll forget how to read?
It happens a lot.
That sounds hard.
Forgetting? No, it's so easy to forget.
Anyways, I'm not going back, and even if I can read, I'ma be an adventurer.
It's not the worst idea. It's not a bad time for you to start training in your life.
But
Give us a minute.
But
I'm gonna talk to my friends here.
okay. Can I have a croissant?
Yes.
You can just like stick it in my mouth if you don't want to let me go.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over to this couch. Can you two come here for a minute?
Yes.
I'll give her another pat of we'll be right back before I head over.
She like flinches for a second, but then like smiles a little bit, the tiniest little smile when you pet her head.
Alright, I'm gonna point at her,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cast silence.
So
On
all you guys hear is her going, you know, this croissant is much full of, and then there's nothing, but her mouth is still moving.
I noticed that Ulfryk cast that, right?
Yeah. He's not hiding it, unless he's trying to hide it.
Not
know-
even a little. I can't hide it. It's verbal and somatic.
You know, Ulfryk, I could have just talked into your guys' head, and that would have worked just as well.
I'd rather talk like this. What do we do with her?
I mean, we can't just leave her.
Yeah, but we're about to go do some dangerous shit.
I
Well, we're gonna be hunting these, the followers of these titans, whatever group of them, some cult.
Does
it's not a
So-
perfect situation.
I can't send her back.
No, I wouldn't.
I agree.
I've seen that shit too many times. We used to have kids come in like that.
Yes, we had some too, but with frostbite on top of all of it.
Not anymore, because I had all the parents picked up.
Oh my god.
I mean, she's older than I was when I started wandering, but I still wouldn't want to just send her off. I'd feel bad.
Do we take her with us? We have Athil.
I mean,
I hadn't even decided if we were taking Athil with us yet.
I. Ashley.
Yes.
Do I know if the guilds take people younger than us?
Roll me either a history or basically any. Roll me your favorite. No, roll me a history check.
All right.
Trying to think of.
Only your favorite kind of
Well,
roll.
the thing is, like, history is like such a weird thing compared to like just general intelligent knowledge and whatnot. 20.
I mean, I've met a lot of wanderers and a lot of children.
You
Been to
know,
a lot of cities.
I mean, you have heard of, you know, adventurers of many different ages. Not like a baby, but, and because of the varying racial ages and what maturity actually means, the guilds are a lot more, lenient on, you know, who can join and whatnot.
I'll think for a second, then turn back to Ulfryk and Gwenwynwyn. We could bring her to one of the guilds, maybe. Do you know if Orangeshire has one, Ulfryk? We could bring her back to ours in Willowdale, but
Yeah, is there a guild in my city?
I'm
The
concerned.
the only guild of Brunde is Willowdale. So you'd have to go to a different country if you wanted to drop her off to a different guild.
Nah, it's just the one.
I mean,
We could leave
probably-
her with the champions in Colfell.
I think the way I see it is our best options are either to send her to Colfell, and we'd probably also have to send Athil that way, but they wouldn't have us there to protect them on the journey, because we've got to go back to Willowdale. Otherwise, we can bring her to our guild at Munstergard.
If I feel like the target was just taken off of Munstergard's back, that might actually be the safest place for her. The Guildmaster's gone. The crystal's gone. I feel like the people targeting us won't be going after them.
I thought... But isn't Ferric... And I'll cut myself off halfway through the word. Isn't he, higher up in the guild also, though?
Who?
The one we passed on the way into town.
Oh... No, he was the same flat as us. Likely
Right.
just to infiltrate.
Alright. I mean, it'll probably be safe enough for her.
Alright. We'll take her with us to Munstercard then. And are we taking Athel?
Probably a good idea. Seems like people are less safe when they're away from us, and that's saying a lot.
I mean, worst case scenario, if we bring Athel with us, we can just ride the train with her back to Colfell if we need to. I'd rather not send her alone either.
Except the Baron wanted Athel out for a bit.
That's true.
It almost feels fitting to take her with us. I don't know. Let's decide once we get to Munstergard, and maybe we can pay someone to escort her back, if necessary.
Sounds like a good plan.
I'll look over at the kid as she realizes she's been silenced.
The kid not only has untied themselves from your rope and has just like wrapped it up and put it next to her, but she got the tray of croissants and she's just not paying attention to you guys while she's eating some croissants, and she's eating it very fast, like
I will say, I'm not unimpressed with her. I wish she wasn't so fixated on me.
I mean, she's a lot like I was.
Fixated on a random dwarf cleric.
Well, no. But she's similarly stabby. And, I mean, she doesn't have any place to call her own either.
Not even a little. Alright, but how am I supposed to sleep if we bring her with us?
I mean, we're gonna have to set watches anyway, right?
I suppose.
You may also understand eventually that there are harder things to kill or more impressive things to kill than one cleric. No offense.
Yeah. I mean, we've killed cooler things. Maybe if we give her something to channel it towards, she'll be more... I don't know, open to not. Alright, I'll drop the silence. Are you enjoying the biscuits?
Those aren't biscuits.
You drop the silence and you realize the girl has been like humming a song this whole time, and she cuts off her little humming as she's eating her croissants and like kicking her feet, and looks up at you and goes, "Mm-hmm." What's good? Um,
You still want to be an adventurer.
do adventurers get croissants?
Adventurers get whatever they want.
Well, yeah, I want to be an adventurer.
As long as nothing big and scary kills you.
I'm the best fighter there is, Mr. Light Guy.
Alright. We have decided to bring you with us to our guild house in Munstergard. That's not in Willowdale.
Monster Guard?
Munstergard is the name of the guild.
Oh, I thought you were bringing me the monsters.
They will take you in, most likely, and give you some training. Get you to be your very own adventurer.
I'm the best fighter there is. That'll be easy.
Quiet. How does that sound? You want to come with us?
Sure.
Maybe you and Athil can get to know each other on the way.
Who's Athil?
My young cousin.
Flowers.
Oh,
She'll be traveling with us.
that's cool. Oh, is she an adventurer?
Of sorts. She has various abilities.
Oh, that's super. I got various abilities too.
I'd say
She
she's
also
too
uses
young.
rapier.
She's too young to be an adventurer. I think she uses magic, like me. And Gwenwynwyn. More like Gwenwynwyn.
Yes, she learned a thing or two from me. It seems she was inspired as a child.
What does inspired as a child mean?
Oh, it means I showed her some of the really cool tricks that I can do, and she has learned some of them quite impressively.
Oh, okay.
Alright. If you're gonna come with us, there's a couple conditions you need to meet. Firstly, you have to listen when I tell you to do things. Alright?
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you to do useless things. It's if it's important for your safety. Alright?
Okay.
Alright.
I get to fight things though, right?
Assumingly we'll run into trouble on the way, we typically do.
Like monsters?
Yeah.
Big terrifying dragons?
Big teeth.
I can take them. I'm the best fighter there is.
Secondly, do not try to stab me.
Like, deal breaker?
She pauses and she like looks down at the croissants. She picks up one and like shoves it in her mouth and goes, "Okay, Mr. White Man."
Alright, we're gonna work together.
Okay.
Alright.
But what about the good? Am I gonna be a good guy if I'm an adventurer?
You can...
That's
Being
part
an
about being
adventurer-
is you get to choose your own path.
It doesn't make you good. Nothing makes you good. You just gotta choose to be. If you choose to be good, then you will be. That's it.
But I was told that no matter what, because of the guy, the unlike guy, that I'm just like the unlike guy, and the unlike guy's the bad guy.
That is not the last time you're gonna run into that opinion. And I'm afraid you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Is it a true opinion? What's an opinion?
Opinion is what someone thinks regardless of what's true.
Oh. What?
It doesn't matter what's true or not. If you think something, you keep thinking it. That's an opinion.
Feel really seen right now as a person?
Yeah. Yeah, got you.
Of course, it doesn't apply to me, but I still feel seen, which is weird.
Nick put a webcam in your room. It's staring at you.
Absolutely.
I already have a webcam.
All right. I can't wait to be an adventurer. Me and my rapier can get all the undead guys. And the monsters.
Get the undead guys.
And the monsters.
You don't like undead.
No, they're freaky.
Alright. I'm afraid I don't know what your domain entails.
What's a domain?
It's what your god does.
Oh, I don't really know much about that. All I just know it's the opposite of you.
Does he let you do anything? Does she let you do anything?
Yeah, she lets me do lots of things.
Like?
So,
She give you any abilities?
yeah, I can do this, and she casts false life on herself and gains HP.
Hunger of Hadar.
And also the stuff that the undead guys do to you, it doesn't hurt me. I'm fine with it. That's why I can kill them good, and I'm the best fighter there is.
It's actually quite good information.
Be clear, undead guys normally like try to rip your face off, or
No, like the ones that make you all like roddy toddy.
oh, I see.
Alright.
And she like jumps up and like grabs her rapier and she points it in the air and goes, and she gave me this too. Well, she didn't give me it, but like I had a dream about her and then it was there. So like she gave it to me.
I'm
Sounds like
gonna
she gave it to you.
hit detect magic again.
I mean, it light the rapier does in fact light up as a magical rapier.
Okay.
I don't know if magic items have a school of magic attached to them though.
They do with the enchantment, but it doesn't necessarily matter. If it's just extra damage, it'd just be evocation. If it makes you safer, it's
Abjuration?
abjuration.
I guess it would be a...
If it changes something as transmutation.
If it summons things, it's conjuration.
I feel like it's a sort of combination of evocation and enchantment.
Oh, enchantment works every time, just because you're enchanting something. Oh, look at that! Ulfryk's eyes are glowing a little bit now that he did that. Look at that, it is magic. That's actually quite good.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Do you mind if I, scoot over there and... Or does she have the rapier? I thought we had it.
I put it on the table.
Put it on the table. Is it
No,
still on the
she's
table?
separately, like, right up here. No, she grabbed it and she was pointing in the air, like, showing it off to you guys.
Alright, I'm gonna go to rest my hand on part of it.
Don't thing it up now.
It's alright, I just do magic things. I'll put my hand on it.
Okay.
Do I get anything? Is it just like a normal magic sword?
Oh, like, are you trying to touch it to see if, like...
Yeah, I'm just doing like, I don't know, magic.
Like if you need to make a wisdom save when you touch it or something?
Yeah, like detect magic-y shit.
No, you don't feel anything outside of what you've already saw. Slash felt, I guess.
Alright. Well, look at the other two. Do you need anything, or should we take off today?
I mean, we still have to fill you in on how our trip went.
Is there anything that needs to be done coming from your trip?
There was a certain object that seemed like maybe it might be significant with...
Do you know anything about the name, and then I'll ping to his head, Vulcan?
That's one of the things.
The name what?
Damn it, I'll say it out loud.
I'm confused.
Why?
Don't worry, it happens a lot.
You didn't happen to find the object that thing needs to be resurrected, did you?
You found the object. Gwenwynwyn told me to steal it. I failed.
No, I told you to steal something.
I should have.
I was
just
assuming you would
taken-
make that decision, but it didn't work out that way.
So it's still somewhere?
Well,
Yes.
the reason we know what it is exactly, like, it had this aura to it, you know, like the other ones,
Yeah.
and it was such a nice color too.
Yeah.
But the thing that really confirmed it was,
The cult we ran into and stole from.
yeah, I pickpocketed a note from someone saying that they were going to get it with the object's name in the message.
Mhm.
So,
So they have
it's
that
gone at this
one,
point.
plus the one from below here,
Yeah, that's my bad.
plus the
The one
other
that-
one we found.
Yeah, that's 3.
Alright, plus any amount more. Plus those white worm sightings. So we're looking at minimum 4 out of 7 right now.
Yeah, my bad. I should have
Uncomfortable.
followed
What are
Gwen's
you
lead.
guys talking about?
We're trying to stop some things from becoming resurrected. We don't like undead either.
Oh, that sounds bad.
I've gotten us into a mess of trouble.
Why?
It's not just you.
No, it's not.
We've been dealing with several things. This most recent one could have been, beneficial. But since it's not, it's about the same as if we'd never known. So I'm not particularly ruffled up about it. At least we have the info. Alright, there's no point in looking for them. We might as well go to Months to God. They're definitely long gone.
Yes.
Actually, mentally going through my spell list.
Since I pinged Ulfryk, I should use that ability, so I know how long it'll last. And I will say it's connecting to Ulfryk and Gwenwynwyn for 8 hours.
Oh, cool. I'll keep that in mind for the next session.
Yeah, I'm putting it in my notepad so I
Hmm.
remember.
If we wait till tomorrow, I can potentially detect any objects that I know of in the vicinity. Could be useful for trying to locate these. It's pretty small range though.
Yeah, and you're not gonna like the spot where we found it either.
Where'd you find it?
You'd be better off not knowing where we went. Just trust me.
He just squints at you.
It was a market.
I know what it was.
Yeah, just wanted to be explicit about it in case you were like,
I know what it
why
was.
did you visit the whore pits or whatever?
Oh, crackers.
They're not in pits. We're
You-
civilized
Do you
here.
guys mind if I go get my backpack? I left it at the window.
Go get your backpack.
Thank
Yes,
you.
go.
Oh, hi. What's your name?
My name's Eli.
That was the same energy.
And Athil steps in. And Athil goes, sorry guys, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, I just...
You just eavesdropped.
Yes.
Alright.
Happens.
We're heading out today. You're coming with us to I literally can't remember the name of that town.
Willowdale?
Willowdale.
Oh, of course. I'm happy to come with you.
I mean, unless you'd rather stay.
No, I would love to see the world and maybe get some more mutton. And
You know there's better food, right?
I don't know, that tasted really good. What's mutton?
My God.
We've
Alright. Huh.
Okay, nice to meet you. Bye. And she like runs
Pack
away.
up, y'all. We're gonna be leaving within the hour.
Right.
Nick, how long does detect magic last? Is it just instantaneous?
No, it is actually a good amount of time.
Oh, how long?
I'm sticking with my 10-minute guess.
Can you ping it in the chat? Can you throw it up in there?
Shit.
10 minutes.
That's not.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
all right. Cool.
Yeah, it is 10 minutes.
All right. The tiefling girl runs back into the room with a very tattered looking bag strapped to her back. And you hear it kind of clang a little bit as she, runs in and it's bouncing around on her back. And you get a ping of abjuration magic coming from her backpack.
Ooh, what you got?
My backpack.
Yeah, what you got in it?
Stuff.
You got something in there.
Yeah, I got stuff in there.
Can I take a look?
But hold on. And she turns her back to you and like puts the bag down and starts going through it. And you see her shoving things in her pockets.
Alright. I'm not really concerned what you got in there, except for one thing.
She turns around with her pockets like now kind of like chunky, and one of the items from her pocket falls out, and you see that it looks like a little leather wallet.
Okay.
And you can still get the ping from the backpack as she like hands it back to you.
I will reach in and grab it directly since I know exactly where it is.
All right. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Absolutely.
Oh no.
Good time to roll a 4.
Alright. As you fail this Constitution saving throw, you lift out this black and red orb.
Mm-hmm.
And the red seems to be like tendrils that are just kind of floating around in the black orb. And it moves ever so slightly. And, as you grab it, you start feeling really weak as the red tendrils kind of poke out of the orb and start wrapping around your arm.
I will turn and set it on the table and let go.
Alright. You are going to take
500 necrotic damage.
4 necrotic damage.
Okay.
You dropped it immediately. And the tendrils kind of go back in the orb.
Ow.
Oh, biscuits. I'm sorry, that's supposed to be wrapped up. It hurt me too.
Yeah? How big is this orb?
About, the size of, like spread your hand out. And it's like the size of a softball. There we go, that's a good one. The size of a softball. So it's
Does
Where's that book
it-
of yours?
Does it look like any of the orbs we've found so far?
yeah, actually.
Oh joy.
Oh dear.
And that's where we'll end this session.
Doesn't drive you
Yeah.
insane. Doesn't try to get you to bury it. It just hurts you.
I wonder which one that is.
Living by Eric's motto.
Oh, how do I stop